not be printed.
Hello everybody. Today I would like to tell you a short conversation between the man and the woman. First conversation.
In your test book.
Is going to pick us up at around.
Refer to the following conversation.
The bus is going to pick us up at around 5 o'clock after the guided tour.
Where are we going after that? We're supposed to go look at some wildlife along the river, right?
Actually, we'll be back at the hotel by 6 to dress for dinner, and after, we'll meet the group for dinner.
Oh, I forgot about dinner. I wonder what the dinner menu is. I'm hungry already.
The woman told the man the bus was going to pick their curve at around 5 o'clock after the guided tour. The man wanted to know where they were going after that. They were supposed to go look some wildlife along the river. The woman commented, they would be back at the hotel before 6 to dress for dinner, and after they would meet the group for dinner. The man commented he had forgotten about dinner and he wondered what the dinner menu was because he was hungry already.
Number 41. 2. Who are these people most likely? Number 40. Questions number 44 through 46 refer to the following conversation. Have you seen Jeff?
He just went into the showroom with the sales manager. Why?
There is a client waiting for him in the lobby. I think he wants to scout Jeff. What a nice thing for Jeff.
Oh, I see. He says it's going to take a long time, though. Should I let him know?
The second conversation. The first man asked the second man if he had seen Jeff. The second man replied he just had gone into the showroom with the sales manager. The first man commented there was a client waiting for him in the lobby, and he think the client wanted to scout Jeff, and he said it was nice things for Jeff. The second man commented he saw and he said it was going to take a long time though, and he suggested if he should let him know, and he suggested and he wanted to know if he should let him know.
Number 44. Where is Jeff? Happen next.
Questions number 47 through 49 refer to the following conversation.
Martha, do you realize how late it is? You need to be here by 9 o'clock sharp every day.
I'm terribly sorry. My bus was delayed again this morning. I'm not sure why.
Yes. Well, that happens sometimes. You might want to try for an earlier bus. Some buses take detours these days.
Yes, maybe that's what I should do.
The man asked the woman if she realized how late it was, and he said she needed to be there before 9 o'clock every day. The woman was sorry about that, and she said her bus had been delayed again that morning, and he was not sure why. The man agreed with her, and he said that happened sometimes, and he suggested she should try for an earlier bus because some buses took detours these days. The woman commented, maybe that was what she should do.
Number 47.
The fourth conversation.
Why was Mark time? Questions number 50 through 52 refer to the following conversation.
Did Did you have a good vacation, Ben?
It was great. We went to the beach every day. The ocean was a little cold for swimming, though.
Well, it must have been nice to get away from this rain for a while. We had so much rain while you were gone that we all thought we'd drowned.
Really, I am sorry. Man, it would have been so much nicer if you had come with us.
The woman wanted to know if the man had a good vacation. The man replied it had been great. They had gone to the beach every day. The ocean had been a little cold for swimming. The woman commented, they had so much rain while he had gone that they could be drowned. The man was sorry about that, and he said it would have been so much nicer if she had come with them. The fifth conversation.
Number 50. Number 52. What happened during the time Ben was gone?
Questions number 53 through 55 refer to the following conversation.
I'm afraid I won't be able to go to the seminar. I have a train to catch this afternoon.
What time do you need to be at the station? Don't you know that this seminar is really important and we've all waited for this?
I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. It's a 2 o'clock train and I need to get there by 1:30.
You're not being a good friend here.
Number 53.
The woman told the man she was afraid she wouldn't be able to go to the seminar. She had a train to catch that afternoon. The man replied the man wanted to know what time she needed to be at the station because he said because he asked the woman she didn't know that seminar was really important and they had all waited for that. The woman was sorry about that, and she said there was nothing she could do about it because it was a 2 o'clock train and she needed to get there before half past one. The man commented she was not being a good friend there. The sixth conversation.
When does the train leave? How does the...
58 refer to the following conversation. So, how are you feeling today, Mrs. Chung?
Well, not so well. I still have the pain under my breast. The pain was worse last night, about 1 o'clock in the morning. My husband was just about to call 911.
I see. I hope that we can find what is causing the pain. Let's look at the x-ray pictures and see what's going on first.
Okay, where do I take the x-ray? I hope that taking the x-ray won't be so bad this time.
The man wanted to know how she was feeling that day. The woman commented not so well. She still had the pain under her breast. The pain had been worse the night before about 1 o'clock in the morning, and her husband had been just about to call 911. The man commented. The man hoped that they could find what was causing the pain, because and let's look at the X-ray pictures and saw what was going on first. The woman agreed with him, and she said. And she asked the man where she went to take the X-ray, and she hoped that taking the X-ray wouldn't be so bad this time. That time. The
Number
seventh
56.
conversation.
Who is the man? Was questions number 59 through of recent electronic into the following conversation. I'd like to see the display of recent electronic inventions. I heard that they're pretty awesome.
That's in exhibition hall number 4. It's about 1 kilometer from here. You can catch a city bus, take a taxi, or walk. It shouldn't take more than 10 minutes.
Oh, good. Then I can walk and save my bus fare for later. The bus fare has doubled again. What a pain in the butt.
Yes, I know. I take the bus every day, and I end up spending lots of money on it. So sometimes I take the subway. It's faster and cheaper.
The man told the woman she would like to see the display of recent electronic inventions, and because he had heard that they was pretty awesome. The woman replied that were in exhibition hall number 4, and it was about 1 kilometer from there. He suggested that he should catch a city bus or take a taxi or walk, and it shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. The man commented, "Oh, good," and then he could walk and save his bus fare for later because the bus fare had doubled again. The woman agreed with him, and she said she took the bus every day, and she ended up spending lots of money on it. So sometimes she took the subway because it was faster and cheaper. Eighth
Number
conversation.
59. How will the man get to the exhibition? About
54. Refer to the following conversation.
Did anyone call while I was out, Kate?
Yes, Dr. Marino's office called to confirm your appointment with them tomorrow in the afternoon. May I ask what you are seeing the doctor for?
I would like to say, but it's kind of personal. I am sorry, Kate.
That's okay, Mr. Smith. I hope that it wasn't rude of me to ask in the first place. You have a meeting with Chris. I will send him in when he arrives.
The man wanted to know if someone called while he had been out. The woman replied, Dr. Moreno's office had called to confirm his appointment with them the following day in the afternoon, and he asked the man if he might, and she asked the man if she might act what he was sending the doctor for. The man was sorry about that because it was kind of personal. The woman commented that was okay, and she hoped that it hadn't been rude of her to act in the first place, because he had a meeting with Chris, and she could send him in when he arrived.
65 through 67 refer to the following conversation.
I thought Mr. Kim's presentation this morning was really well prepared and well organized.
It was quite informative, but he could have made it shorter to give up some time to ask questions. That way he can also get some feedback from us too, don't you think?
Well, yes, but I think he planned it that way to cover all the detail within the time allowed. I actually didn't have any questions. He answered them all for me.
Not for me. I had some doubts and concerns about the way he wanted to proceed with the project.
Number 65. What will the woman suggest about the presentation?
The man told the woman he had thought Mr. Kim's presentation that morning was really well had prepared and well had organized. The woman replied it was quite informative. However, he could had made it shorter to give up some time to ask questions. That way, he could also get some feedback from them too. The man agreed with her, and however, he think he had planned it that way to cover on the detail within the time had allowed, and he actually didn't have any questions. He had answered them all for him. The woman commented not for her because he had some doubt and concerns about the way he had wanted to proceed with the project. The final conversation.
Number 66. How does the man feel about the presentation? Refer to the following conversation.
Hey, Jenny. It's great to see you again. How was your trip? Flight and everything?
It was a good trip and a very nice flight. The trip was awesome. The sun, the ocean, the people, and everything. Even the flight was really good too. I especially loved the food that they had in the plane. It tasted just like my favorite restaurant's main dish.
Wow, that's great to hear. Now we'll just have to find the car. I think the car's on level C. How do you feel to be back in Boston?
You know how I feel. I prayed that the plane would be delayed so I could stay longer in Florida.
The woman told Jenny the woman was happy about that. It was great to see Jenny again, and she asked Jenny how her trip was, flight and everything. Jenny replied it was a good trip and it had been a good trip and a very nice flight. The trip had been awesome. The sun, the ocean, and the people and everything. Even the flight had been really good, and she had loved the food that they had in the plane. It had tasted just like her favorite restaurant's main dish. The woman commented that were great to hear, and then they would have to find the car, and she think the car's on level C, and she wanted to know how Jenny felt to be back in Boston. Jenny commented she had prayed that the plane would be delayed, so she could stay longer in Florida. Thank you so much.